Hey do. Morning everyone. Just a little quick update on what's happening at good old Timber Farms, subsidiary of Timber Landing, subsidiary of Timber Corp. Here we are at the garden, August 10th. So happy birthday to Erin, firstborn daughter, a young 28 years old today. And just to celebrate, I'm going to do a little tour of the garden. And let's ignore the peppers. We got a few beans over here, but the big challenge is the actual kale. So I have a lot of kale here, and I don't know, what do you think? Is it out of control? So about 150 plants, too big, too crazy, too out of control. I think I'm gonna cut them back and then get some smaller baby kale out of that, starting pretty soon. But if anybody knows what to do with these ginormous kale leaves, then let me know in the comments below. And by the way, you know how some YouTubers have hit 100,000, they get a plaque? Well, I'm happy to announce, as of just a week ago, I have also hit 100 subscribers. So I have just 99,900 more subscribers to get, and I'll be at that same level. So thanks to all of you YouTubers out there. Got a few squash going on here, not much happening, a lot of blossoms. And over on this side is the green beans. And we had green beans yesterday, and I picked enough for about 18 people. My sister counted them, and there was 222. And that was too many, but turns out we now are doing math on how many beans people eat, and so you can pick the right quantity. Also got some zooks going on here. Where are my zooks? Picked two yesterday because they were going to get big and out of control, but got some other ones in the works down here. And then a few cukes over here. Loving the cukes. And then of course, we got to get to the beets. We got some carrots coming up. Swiss chard is ready, of course. And then the kale again. Did I mention the kale? What do I do with that kale? But here's the real issue. These things. Good 140 eggplants. And you see, if you look closely, there's 1, 2, oh my God, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at this. Look how big that is. There's my hand. Can you see that? I gotta start picking these. Look at this one right here. That's probably, I don't think I want to wait till they're ginormous, because then apparently they get woody and not so yummy. So every once in a while I come across a plant and you see something like that, and that just basically scares the life out of me, because that is a lot of eggplant. And we have 150 plants. If they each produce 8 plants, and then you divide that by the number of people in the family who like eggplant, which is 0, I think you get infinity. So we have infinity eggplant. And yeah, so need to find a good home for these bad boys, but I'm working on that. More eggplant, more eggplant. And then might as well skip over the lettuce and the cauliflower and the Brussels sprouts were enjoyed by the groundhog, so not great. Now we're over to the tomatoes, and these are the Better Bush tomatoes, just to give you an idea where we are. The first row is Better Bush, so they're determinate, so they won't keep growing, they just grow to a certain height. But look at that. We got some stuff, and you know what? Look at that one, orange. I'm pretty sure it's green, orange, then red. You can quote me on that. You look down in here. Oh, we got a lot in there. We got a lot in there. All right, there's one, and there's a bird, I believe, ate the insides of that one. But we still have a lot out here to deal with, and more. Look at this plant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, that's on, and a lot and more blossoms coming. And so that's just the better bush tomatoes. And then I have a whole row of beefsteak, the indeterminate. And indeterminate means that they'll grow forever and torch you forever. And so they have the same thing going on. We got a lot of tomatoes in here. A lot of tomatoes right there coming along. And then so many so that I'm struggling with, oh, and that one's turning a little yellow. Green, yellow, orange, red. Pretty sure that's what the deal is. So we have one shit ton of tomatoes coming down here. Look at that. Like, what am I gonna do with this? That's a lot of tomatoes. Oh, and this one jumped off. So, lots of better bush, lots of beefsteak. And I'm sure within about a few days, maybe a week, these are gonna really explode. So, might have a home for these, but working on that right now. This is just to be a little update on what's going on in the old garden. And oh yeah, a few strawberries. So that's it for August 10th, 2021. And by the way, I used all of my twine, 6,000 feet. Next year, I'm gonna buy more twine and better twine. Note to self. Over and out from the landing. Cheers.